So many married couples have come to a point where they just don't understand what next to do. Yeah, we just want to have fun, we just want to have great sex. But hey, there's certain things we need to do to get there. Now, this especially is for those who know that their partner is always not around, yeah, or probably once in a while, they're always out of the country, out of the state, out of the house, out of the room. Who says it really has to be that person who is out of the country, out of the state? Talking dirty has no limit. Yeah, you can talk dirty to your spouse whether they are in or out of the house. Sometimes you might be in the room and your spouse is in the sitting room, and then you start to talk dirty. Now, when I say dirty talk has to deal with more of questions, assumptions, imaginations, taunting your spouse and letting them know what exactly you want and how you want to be touched. Now, the first thing you need to understand about dirty talks is questions. For you to for you to get into that point of dirty talks, dirty talks has to do with a lot of questions. People don't know. People think it's all about, oh, this is what I'm wearing, this is how take it all out. It has to do with questions, yeah? The first thing you need to do is find out. Put them in that state where they don't know. Put them in that state of imagination. Let them think. You are helping them. You're giving them tips. And all you do is the more tips you give them, the more you broaden their imagination. They are thinking, what is this? How is it? Where is this? What is going on? What color? What mood? What movement? What design? What shape? All that is what you do during dirty talks. Now, during dirty talks, it's okay for you to ask questions. What do you think I'm wearing? What color of pants do you think I'm wearing? What color of bra do you think I'm wearing? Which of the bras do you think I'm wearing at the moment? What lingerie do you think I'm wearing? What color of lingerie do you think I'm wearing? Do you think I'm wearing panties? Do you think I'm wearing boxers? Do you think I'm in my robe, or do you think I'm naked? Where do you think I'm sitting? How do you think I feel? What do you think my hands are doing? Where are my hands at this moment? What exactly do you think I want to do to you? How do you think I want you to touch me? These are dirty talk. But what am I wearing? So he's thinking, is she wearing the red pants? Is she wearing the green one? Is she wearing the laced one? Is she wearing the open one? Or is she even stark naked? All this has to do with imagination. So you need to keep asking questions and make them feel what you're trying to do is put the imagination in that spot where you want them to be. Sometimes you can even make love to your spouse without touching, without seeing, without knowing, and then it gives you that around when you get wet, and for the man they get hard on and probably get to ejaculate. So dirty talks has to do with a lot of questioning. That's one. Number two, when you talk about dirty talks, you need to know how to think, how to put them in the mood. Yeah, giving them tips without giving them everything. So, for instance, you're wearing a red bra or you're wearing a colored bra, and you're saying, "Can you think of the bra I'm wearing? It's reddish in color. Which of the red one do you think I'm wearing? Which of the panties do you think I'm wearing? It's got flower on it. It's got prints. It's got this. It's got that. What do you think I'm doing right now? Where do you think I'm touching?" So all you're doing is putting them into that spot of imagination. They're thinking, what exactly is she doing? Are you crazy? Like, what exactly is this all about? And so if you're good, your spouse gets to close their eyes and they are thinking. So you're putting it in your head. Just imagine my hands going down your chest. I'm not going to touch your nipples. I'm going to land your breast. And I go down to your navel and I come back to your breast. And then I touch your nipples in between your fingers. All you're doing is building it up. See, there is no way you can go wrong with that. Yeah, letting them know how you want to touch them, from the kisses on the neck to the back of the neck to the back, to the lower back, and then come back to the tummy, and then you go back in between the chest without going to the boobs, and then going around the boobs before you come to the nipple. All this ain't funny. Yeah. Number three thing you need to know about dirty talk is the tone of your voice. You can't go talking like so like, how far? I did touch your boobs, I did do this, I'm doing that, You have to know that with dirty talks, your tone has to be down. Yes, your tone has to be very low. Your voice has to be soft. Your voice has to be sexy. Your voice has to be romantic. So what we do during dirty talk is bringing out that person that your spouse doesn't really know exists. That person that your spouse might really never meet in real life, but they get to understand over the phone, over the chat. Now, dirty talk doesn't have to really do with the voice alone. Sometimes it might just be the chat. Yes, you might do dirty talks during chat. Send a picture, a very nasty, bad picture. You know this kind of picture that goes on Wednesdays, or on Freaky Fridays. So send the picture and let them know, what do you think? How does this make you feel? What do you think you can do? Can you do this? How good are you at doing this? All this you're sending via chats, yeah? How good are you at doing this? Do you think you can make me work? Do you think this will work for me? I don't even think you can do it. I don't think you have the stamina. And then the man tells you like, are you serious? Like, I'm not up to task, you know. So all you're doing, you're taunting him, that's all. You're making him feel like, you don't even have the strength, you can't handle me. And then he comes back home and shows you what it means to handle you, and then hey, you got to say thank you. That's it, yeah. So another way when you talk about dirty talks, you need to understand that dirty talks has to do with the body. So when doing dirty talks, sometimes you might need to help your spouse finish up. You might need to help your spouse get to the very end, which means some people might get to that mode where you just keep saying it, keep talking, keep taunting them, keep making them feel good, because they get to a point that they get so hard that they just need to masturbate. But hey, sometimes video chats goes a long way, yeah, and you're talking to them, showing them all the tongue, the movement, the boobs, the everything, the body, the skin, talking about how you want the skin to be touched, how I'm going to go around you, and I come to the neck, and I go to the back of the neck, and I soak your ears, and I go to your chin, and I come back to your lips, you know. When you're good, but hey, the truth about dirty talks is, you know, just to your spouse about it. Your spouse has to know. Your spouse, both of you just have to get into that point where you are okay to talk to each other. You're more relaxed. You're okay to say anything. Yeah. So it's not like, oh, one person is doing, another person is not doing. Like, this one is a bad girl. We love bad girls and we love bad guys, right? You know how it is. So, well, what else do you need to know about dirty talks? Dirty talks has to do with you. Now, during dirty talks, you have to learn to be confident. Dirty talks is like bringing out the porn star in you. Yeah, what you might not really do in physical, you have the opportunity and the power to talk about it during dirty talks. During dirty talks, you can tell your spouse how much you want to rip them apart and you know, I remember I had to get I don't know. Okay, sounds crazy. Yeah, I know a lot of guys love to do that kind of thing during oral sex. Yeah. So you might want to bring all those things, all those stuff, like making you feel like you're a champion, you know what you do, you're a professional, you know, you're a porn star, you know, all those things has to come from deep within, it has to come from inside, yeah. So during dirty talks, it's an opportunity for you to be who you are not. You're saying things you really want to do. And note, during dirty talks, you need to always mean everything you say. Don't say what you can't do. Yes, you need to understand that, because whatever it is you say, sometimes your spouse gets to cut them, and when you get to see it, they want you to exactly do the same thing you have talked about. So they really want you, when they get to see it, they want you to do exactly what you have talked about via phone or via chat or whatever it is. So when you're dirty talking, please note to say it exactly how it is, how you're going to do it, how bad you want to be. It's like talking about sex in the dark, where you can't see yourselves, and so the freedom is there for you to say whatever it is you want to say, or do whatever it is you want to do. For those who are chatting, for those who are doing video calls, for those who are probably talking on the phone text, you don't want to miss it, yeah. So you might want to start with probably sending a picture of what you're wearing, and then you start to taunt them and tease them. Or you might tell your spouse, oh, what are you wearing? Your spouse says, oh, I'm wearing the robe and I'm naked underneath, and then you start to talk about how you want to start from the head to the face, to your neck, to the chest, to the navel. Don't touch genitals. Then go to the thighs, to the leg, to the feet, and then come back in between the thighs to the balls before you go to the penis itself. That's what we're doing. And for the woman, you know, start from the back of the ear, from the hair. For those who know how to forehead, gently you start from there and every part of the body. But hey, you know what to do. I don't have to say it. So on this time, I'm going to say to have a fantastic day. I hope with this guest I help someone or a couple do it better, whether they are home or not. I remain your one and only pretty chick, wife, mother of two, wife of a king, Soul Spice, the sex goddess. Love y'all. Bye for now.